Imagine stepping into a hotel where history and luxury meet. And yet, beneath the charm, lies something far more sinister. This is the Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. It stands tall with Victorian beauty, offering breathtaking views of the Ozarks. But hidden within its grand architecture and luxurious halls is a chilling past that continues to haunt every corner. This is no ordinary hotel. The Crescent has been called America's most haunted, and its dark history is filled with deception, death, and spirits that refuse to rest. The Crescent Hotel was built in 1886, originally as a lavish resort for the elite. Wealthy visitors would come from all over to relax, bask in the beauty of the Ozarks, and enjoy the best that life could offer. But despite its beginnings, the hotel soon began to decline. By the early 1900s, it had transitioned into a school for young women. For years, the Crescent was filled with the sound of laughter and learning, but its story took a terrifying turn when it became the center of a horrific fraud. In 1937, a man named Norman Baker came to Eureka Springs. He wasn't a doctor, not even close. He was a con man, a showman with a flair for theatrics. Baker purchased the Crescent Hotel and claimed to have discovered the cure for cancer, turning the Grand Hotel into the Baker Cancer Hospital. People came from all across the country, desperate for a miracle that they believed Baker could provide. He promised them hope, a cure without surgery or radiation. They didn't know that his so-called miracle cure was nothing more than colored water. The patients arrived, many of them on death's doorstep, clutching at their last chance for life. But instead of healing, they found themselves trapped in a web of deceit. The halls of the Crescent Hotel, once filled with life, became a place of suffering and death. Patients weren't being cured, they were being left to die in agony. Baker's treatments were a cruel hoax, and as patients passed away, their bodies were quietly whisked away to the basement, which had been transformed into a morgue. Imagine the despair of these people, far from home, having placed their faith in a man who was nothing but a liar. Their deaths were kept secret, their bodies hidden, their stories silenced. But were there spirits? Some say they never left. Today, the Crescent Hotel has embraced its haunted reputation, but the truth of what happened here makes it far more than just a fun ghost story. Guests who visit the hotel often report strange, eerie experiences, especially around the old morgue. Cold spots, disembodied voices, and shadowy figures that seem to flicker just out of sight. Many believe these are the souls of Baker's patients, still seeking justice for the lives that were stolen from them. Visitors have claimed to hear whispers in the dark, and some have even reported seeing the faint outline of a figure on a hospital gurney, moving slowly down the halls, only to disappear into the walls. But Baker's patients aren't the only ones haunting the Crescent Hotel. One of the most well-known spirits is that of Michael, a young Irish stonemason who worked on the original construction of the hotel. According to legend, Michael fell from the roof during the building process and died instantly. His presence is said to linger in room 218, one of the hotel's most notoriously haunted rooms. Guests who've stayed there tell terrifying stories of being woken in the dead of night by loud bangs, furniture moving on its own, and even feeling a ghostly hand touch their face. Some have even fled the room in terror, convinced they were not alone. But Michael's ghost is only the beginning. The nurse, seen pushing a gurney late at night, is another common sighting. Visitors claim to hear the soft squeaking of wheels moving down the darkened hallways, only to find no one there. And then there's Theodora, a former cancer patient of Baker's. She is often seen tidying up her room, greeting guests politely before vanishing into thin air. Unlike some of the other spirits, Theodora's ghost seems calm, resigned to her fate, perhaps. But there's something deeply unsettling about watching a ghost go about their routine as if they've never left. And then there's Norman Baker himself. Dressed in his signature white suit, some guests claim to have seen him walking through the lobby or standing in the corners of the morgue, his presence unmistakable. The man who caused so much suffering may have escaped the law for a time, but it seems he couldn't escape the Crescent Hotel. Is he watching over the very place where he misled so many? Or is he trapped by the weight of the horrors he inflicted? Either way, those who've seen him often describe a cold dread that washes over them, an energy that feels distinctly wrong. The basement of the hotel, once used as a morgue, is still one of the most active paranormal spots in the building. Guests on ghost tours have felt sharp temperature drops, seen lights flicker, and heard soft, eerie moans coming from the dark corners of the room. One visitor even reported feeling an ice-cold hand grip their arm, only to look down and see nothing there. Could these be the lost souls of Baker's victims, still lingering, searching for peace that may never come? While the Crescent Hotel today is a popular destination for travelers and paranormal enthusiasts alike, its past is inescapable. The dark history of Norman Baker and his hospital has left a stain on the hotel that no amount of renovation or charm can erase. The spirits here seem to have unfinished business, and the energy they leave behind is something you have to feel to believe. So, would you dare to spend the night in room 218 or venture into the old morgue in the dead of night? Would you be brave enough to face the ghosts of the Crescent Hotel, knowing what they've been through? Let me know in the comments if you'd take the plunge. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more haunted history, spine-chilling tales, and paranormal adventures. Thanks for watching. Sweet dreams. And remember, the unknown often outshadows imagination, for reality hides mysteries. Fiction dares not dream.